Hey everybody, this is Shasta, and welcome back to another video. Now, this is the video that I've really been eager to do, and I'm so happy I finally get to do it. And I'm so sorry that I've been leaving you guys hanging, even though it hasn't been that long, but still I feel bad. So, this is the video where I am going to be talking about the evolution of my fursona, the birth of Shasta Winterpaw. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I got my name, how I got my last name, and the different designs that Shasta went through throughout the 7 years I've been a furry. Now, I do also hope that this video actually helps new furries. So maybe if you guys watch this, you'll start getting some ideas if you listen to how I got all my ideas. So first, I'm going to explain how I got the name Shasta. Now, I did talk about how I got the name Shasta in one of my videos. I can't really remember which one it was. I think it was how I became a furry. I think that was the one. Yeah, I think so. But I didn't really go into depth on how I got my name. I just said how I got my name. So I'm going to go into depth with this one. And this is actually very interesting. So for those who do not know, I got my name, the name Shasta, from the movie Snow Buddies, which is a movie about 5 golden retriever puppies. A lot of their movies are about the 5 golden retriever puppies, which is really cute. But in this particular movie, they had a special puppy there. His name was Shasta, and he was an Alaskan Husky, and he was the cutest little puppy. And that wasn't the reason why I chose the name Shasta. The reason why and also why I didn't choose the name Shasta, because it was interesting. It was, well, it wasn't something new. I've actually met a few other furries named Shasta, believe it or not. But I didn't choose the name because it was interesting, cute, or I already said interesting. I chose it because in the movie Snow Buddies, Shasta portrayed a lot of how I see things. Now, I'm going to explain, and this is a little bit of a movie review. So, in the movie Snow Buddies, Shasta's dream is to be a sled dog, a great Alaskan sled dog. And that's all he wanted. And throughout the movie, he dreamed, he prayed, he hoped that one day that his prayers would be answered. And one day they did. And so that's when the 5 golden retriever puppies come in, and then he finally gets to create a team. And then towards the end of the movie, he lives out his dream. And he becomes a sled dog. And that is something that I can connect with Shasta, not the sled dog thing. He didn't give up. He chased his dreams. He pushed himself to try, and he didn't give up. And that is exactly who I am. Also, he's a very nice puppy. He's very silly too. That's exactly like me. I'm very nice, I'm very silly, and I like to push myself, and I like to make sure, or at least try to do something new. I like to make sure that I can at least push myself to try something new. And that is the biggest reason why I chose the name Shasta. Again, it wasn't because the name was catchy or it was really cute. It's because I really, really connected with him. So that is how I got the first name Shasta. Now, how I got the name Winterpaw actually has a little bit of a play on how, the first part on how I got the name Shasta. So it wasn't until 2 years later I decided that maybe I should come up with a last name. And as everybody knows, my last name in the furry fandom is Winterpaw. Now, how did I get the name Winterpaw? So, actually, also funny enough, Alexa just went off. Funny enough, how I got the name Winterpaw was actually from a thought from the Snow Buddies movie, also because it was winter. And so the first part of my name when I thought about it was winter. So I'm going to tell the story how I thought about it. So I was actually looking through some movies, looking to see what I could watch, and actually, funny enough, I was thinking about watching Snow Buddies again, but then I realized, you know what? Why don't I watch something different? And this was also on a really cold winter's night, and I was, trying to figure out what to watch. I was like, I've seen that multiple times. Seen that. Oh, wait, hold a sec. Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Don't know what to watch. So I ended up just giving up on watching a movie, and I started to think to myself, I gotta think of a last name for my fursona. Like, I've noticed a lot of furries have a last name on their fursona. So I started trying to think of one, and I don't know what clicked in my head, but I looked out my window and I was looking at the snowfall, and winter popped up in my head. I was like, I don't know why, but I like the name Winter. I like the last name Winter, but it didn't really catch when I said Shasta Winter, because it didn't really sound right. So in my head, I was like thinking, like, there needs to be like a furry aspect of my last name. I need to, like, because this is my furry name. This is my furry name. It's not my real name. It's my furry name. So then I decided, what about Paw? So I said Winterpaw. I was like, that's actually really catchy. So then I say my first name, and then I say the last. I'm like, Shasta Winterpaw. And I was sold. I was like, oh my god, that's really catchy. I really like that name. So I actually stuck with Shasta Winterpaw. And yes, I'm going to say this. I do know that there is a VR chat avatar creator named Winterpaw. And I didn't know they existed until I went on VR chat like 2 years ago. Yeah, I never knew they were actually a person. I was actually shocked to find out that there was another Winterpaw. So just to let you guys know, I didn't steal their name. I legit thought of the name myself, and apparently there's just another Winterpaw. So yeah, so that is how I got my first name and my last name. And before you guys ask, no, I'm not planning on putting a middle name. The first and last is all I need. So now I am going to talk about the different designs of Shasta. Now, you guys have seen this before. This is the original Shasta, right here. This is the original Shasta that I made in woodshop class, and, well, actually the year it became furry, 2017. I believe I showed that before, and I'm sorry about the sound in the background. Hold on a sec. I'm really sorry about that. Shut up. Ah, my plushie, he fell. No. Okay. So, moving on to what I was doing. So, as you've all seen, this is one of the original designs of Shasta. Now, also, I'm going to talk about the first Shasta. So, the first Shasta was actually just a regular Arctic wolf. That's all he was. He was just a white wolf. And that's what I went with for, I don't know, I think maybe like 2 months, until I realized, I need to be more creative. Because I started noticing that a lot of furries put a lot of effort into what they look like. And a lot of the colors were really beautiful. So I decided, maybe I should just be plain white. Because that's boring. It's boring just to be plain white. So I went online and I looked at some furry drawings, and oh my god, a lot of them were really cute. A lot of them were interesting. Not gonna say, and there was actually one that I actually printed out, and I still have. I laminated it, and I actually put my furry name on top of it, because this was actually an idea. This wasn't. I'm just going to put this out. I was not planning on stealing it. This was just one of my ideas that I figured that I could turn Shasta into. So I just want to say also, this wasn't the very first one. This was this was the very first Sona design I came up with myself. So I thought of this. This all came in my head with the blue on top of there. I explained in my other video, but with the green spots, blue paw pads, green eyes, white snoot. I didn't actually show that last time, but I got a white snoot there. But yeah, but this was the first one that I came up with myself. And this was actually one of them that gave me some color ideas, and also the design of what I wanted, and also how I got my hybrid side. So this, I believe, is a fox. It's very adorable, and this was actually the first one that actually gave me ideas for the colors. And actually, you know what? They're actually, now that I look at it, it's actually pretty similar. I mean, he's got that white floof, but he doesn't have gray on top of here. He's got blue. He's got black on top. Yeah, it's actually really similar. Jeez, I didn't realize that. But yeah, but these colors are basically what started me off with Shasta. But and what I visualized on this was I visualized blue, but I didn't visualize the black. So what I did in my head was I removed this shade of blue, I turned it all blue, I turned the ears white, and then I turned my belly white, and then underneath my chin I turned that white too. And that was the first Shasta. Unfortunately, I do not have a picture of the first Shasta. I mean, I do have a picture of him from VR chat. I'll post it on my community page so people can see it. Actually, no, I think I already have. I don't care. I'll post it again. But then, as time went on, I started thinking of different ways that I can make Shasta look, and I eventually got rid of the white underneath his chin, and I just went with a blue and white wolf. So I was all blue. My ears were white. I believe my snout was white too. My belly was white. And my paws were just black. And I'm not wearing my feet paws right now because it's really hot. But yeah, but I went with that design, and that was the design I went with for, oh God, like 6 years. I was that design for 6 years. 6 years I kept that design until I came to the point where I am now. Now, the reason why, and I've explained this on my video before, and I'm going to explain it again. Now, the reason why I changed Shasta was because, yeah, I really liked the color of him, but I was him for 6 years. And I started thinking, you know what, he's getting a little bit boring. And at the same time, I was actually moving with my girlfriend down here in Wisconsin, and I started thinking to myself, now that I'm out of my parents' house, I can, look at a fursuit. So I started looking at fursuits, and also at that same time, I was trying to get ideas for a new design. And then I came across this. This is what I came across. I'm like, oh my God, this is really pretty. I really like it. It's cute. And I got my girlfriend's opinion on it. She said it was adorable. And so that's how I got it. I bought it because I love the colors. The colors clash amazingly, and that's actually one of the biggest reasons why I chose this. It's not just because it's cute. That's not the biggest reason why. The biggest reason why I chose this design is because the colors clash so well. Like the blue mixing in with the light gray, and then the black paw pads, and then you can see the face with the gray on top of the muzzle, then it turns white on the bottom of the muzzle down to the chin, and then on the back, I never really showed you guys this, but on the back it's all black, and then it's got a little darker gray over here, more lightish gray in the ears, and then black on top here, and then it's got that blue hair that I love, and this blue hair is what sold me. This is what sold me, because I've always wanted to dye my hair this color. So that is also how Shasta became like this. And this was my new design idea. Now, I know I didn't design this, but it gave me an idea to design Shasta differently. I just spit a bit of my mask. I just spit a bit of my fursuit head. Jesus. I'm a spitty boy. Don't quote me on that, please don't. But yeah, I bought this because this is actually the beginning of the new Shasta. Now, I haven't really fully thought of the body yet. Now that my persona that I posted on my community post a while back, that is basically just a concept of what he will look like. I have actually been thinking of probably changing his body to actually go down from the back here, all black, and then the belly from starting from here, going all the way down to white. Now, I'm probably going to cut off that white part over here and do a black here to make it like clash a little bit better. But that is my idea. If I get the money for the full body, which I've been looking for a full body suit, which I'm really enthusiastic about getting, it's hopefully going to be either the same color as my head on the top right here, or it'll be black. So those are my two color options I have, because I wanted to actually clash with my fursuit head and my paws really well. And that's also why I thought about making it all black, because if the legs are also black, it actually mixes in with my feet paws really well because they're black. So I actually thought, you know what, it would actually make a lot of sense if I had a white belly and all the rest of me was black. So that's what I actually am planning on going for my my new design. So yeah, so what you guys are seeing right now, what you guys are seeing right now, this is basically, I guess I would say it's a prototype, because a prototype is something that you draw out. It's not really a concept either. I mean, I'll say this is basically a concept of Shasta. This is basically what he is going to look like. And right now, I don't have the bodysuit. Sad face. Can't see my sad face, but you know what? But yeah, but that is the whole entire thing about how I became Shasta Winterpaw. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. There's one thing I got to show to the D&D nerds out there. So, this was back when I was in high school. First time I ever played D&D. And I wanted my character to be special, and they actually let me be a wolf. And a wolf's not in D&D, but they let me be a wolf because I really wanted to be a wolf. And of course, my wolf's name was Shasta. Yeah, and this was still around, and this was when I was 17, so I was still a fresh new furry. And actually, funny enough, I didn't do this on purpose. This was a complete accident. So the Shasta that I wanted to look like in D&D was this, Anubis. I wanted to look like Anubis because I thought, and I'm gonna say this, I think he looks pretty badass, and I think he looks really cool. Because just look at that. Look, that's awesome. That's really cool. And actually, and what I meant by I didn't do this on purpose is a few years later, I read online that furries have been around since ancient Egypt. And I find it crazy because when I did this, I didn't know that. I had no clue about that. So I find it really funny that I did something like this on accident, and it actually has something technically to do with furries. Because it's Anubis, it's an anthropomorphic animal, and it's ancient Egypt. So, and that's why I also keep it, because, you know, I think it's awesome. Like, again, like, I'll show it off. Like, see, there it says D&D right there. That was to let them know that this was basically what my character looks like. This was my name, Shasta, and then these were the basically what he looks like. And then this was like the one that you didn't want to see when he got really pissed off. But yeah, but this is the big special treat that I wanted to show you guys. And for those who are wondering if I still play D&D, I don't. I haven't played D&D in like 7 years. Yeah, last time I played D&D was when I was in high school, and I mean, my girlfriend has actually been starting to play D&D again, and honestly, I'm actually kind of curious about it again. But I don't know if I'm going to get too into it. But yeah, but that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a lot about how Shasta became to be. And for the new furries out there, I hope that actually gave you guys some ideas. Also, if you guys want some ideas, I would do what I was doing. I would, watch a movie, do something like that. Watch something and watch a movie that will have like someone click to you. But how can I explain this? But I wouldn't say just let it be an animal. I would, because that's how I got my name, was from an animal that shared a very close personality with me. But a lot of people have a different way of, finding out what their fursona is. And this is just how I found out mine. But I hope you guys really enjoyed. I hope you guys learned a lot. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. And again, thank you guys so much. And I had to take my hand paws off because it's really hot. But I want to thank you guys so much again. My subscribers are starting to rack up again. Thank you. At this rate, I'm going to have to just take off my head while I'm recording a video. But again, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a comment. And my Discord and Instagram will be in the description below if you want to follow me on Instagram, or if you want to talk to me and the other subscribers of my channel. You can click on the Discord down below. Just be very respectful to others. Also, I'm going to say this. I do not allow NSFW on my Discord server. That is a big no. I do allow minors in my Discord server, and they are specifically marked in green, so I can keep my server safe for everybody. But again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.